Dear friends, today I am going to speak on Department of Financial Service. Whether banks can be independent with the interference of Department of Financial Service. For that, let us first understand what is DFS. DFS is a part of Ministry of Finance and Government of India. DFS gives the core policy. Based on that, RBI decides, and it is implemented by the board of directors in the public sector bank. DFS interference should be there. It should be there in the bank. That will be without the DFS interference in the public sector bank. Banks can function, but there should be no political interference. However, the government-wide circular number F4/9/1/2014 of 5th January 2015 assures freedom of non-interference in public sector bank in commercial decisions. But in reality, there is a lot of political interference in public sector bank. Otherwise, loans to Nirav Modi, Vijay Malaya, and other such loans would have not happened. Over rupees 68,600 crores were written off because of political interference. 30 major defaulters are there. Government should also tell us the amount of loan of willful defaulters that have been written off by the bank. Public should know how much money is being looted from bank because of political interference. Willful defaulter is a borrower who does not pay the loan despite the ability to repay it. Willful defaulter is fearless because of the political interference. Crores of rupees given to Ruchi Soya. Loan goes bad, loan is waived. Government instructs banks to undergo close shave. But the same Ruchi Soya company is taken over by Patanjali Swami Ramdev. Again, the same bank gives crores of rupees as loans to Swami Ramdev for takeover of Ruchi Soya. This happens because of political interference. Public sector banks, to be independent and to balance the DFS, bank as a whole, from top to lower level, should not budge to political pressures. A movement should be conducted for a change in RBI lending policy. Consciously, the union should also stand to support the bank's management when it is against the political interference. The public sector bank has been observing thousands of employees every year, thereby providing employment. Due to computerization, manpower has come down drastically. That should not happen in a country like India. This will result in inequality in our society. Unions should arrive certain organizational actions to ensure that there is no reduction in manpower. Subsequent to 1991-92 DFS policy is nothing but copying the functioning of new generation banks and foreign banks. Private sector banks without the control of DFS will function like Yes Bank. Within 1 year, more than 200,000 crores was given as loan by Yes Bank. And the government also asked to implement various schemes, but only the public sector bank implements it. Private banks and foreign banks do not implement it. There is a political pressure over banker that not to verify the eligibility norms of loans. Banks and unions should act in such a way that political pressures are not coming to bankers. In Tamil Nadu, loan mela is started by BJP. Such loan proposals are also being followed up by BJP. They are also insisting on mobile banking. Such kind of intervention should not be there. Now all the sectors are locked out, but bank is continuing to work. There was lot of appreciation for hospital workers, police, and by everyone, including the government, in TV, newspaper, social media, almost everywhere in all medias. Actually, only the bankers were in direct contact without any protective kits. Bankers were exposed to COVID, and bankers continued their selfless service to the society. Number of people attended by bankers or number of people the bankers come into contact every single day. The police or doctors or nurse or anyone in this world, they can't even imagine it. But bankers feel very sad and very bad. Not even a single mention about their fabulous job was mentioned anywhere by anyone. Bankers even lost their life, but their sacrifice is not recognized by anyone. Bankers also lost their life while serving during Varda Puyal during 2000 and during 2015 flood and during demonetization. Saddest part is even our government do not recognize, appreciate, or make a mention about the selfless, dedicated service of banker to our country. All other sectors is providing rupees 50 lakhs for the loss of life due to COVID. But in bank, it is only rupees 20 lakhs. Globally, again, everyone is implementing 3 to 4 days working per week for working life balance. But in bank, we are still working 6 days a week. Sky is the limit when you foresee the future of bank in India. But a malnourished, overworked, and demoralized manpower cannot be expected to continue at this level. What is the expectation of the young bankers in bank? No new expectations, but just resolve the problems faced today. I list out a few. The efficiency, integrity, and dedication of the public sector bank employees is extensively used by the government in all its mass reach action programs. No additional manpower is given by the government for these programs. But the manpower assessment for the bank is done based on the core business of the branch. This results in multifold increase in workload. Apart from the government schemes, KYC, increasing NPA, recovery actions, suit filing activities have increased enormously. Instead of nabbing the defaulters, actions are taken against bankers, which creates fear for the bankers. And apart from that, beyond all these things, banks' top and middle management attitude towards grassroots level is dictatorial. Glaring disparity in salary structure when compared to government sector. Public sector bank employees are stressed. Anxiety is there. Daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, and yearly targets and follow-ups. 100 passwords to remember. System failures, connectivity issues, oral instructions from superiors, and many more are the problems faced by the bankers today. This should be resolved by the unions by taking some concrete steps which will facilitate a great future for bankers. Expectations on future banking. Instead of providing post-notification, banking should provide advance warnings, recommendations, and advice to customers to change course to avoid in difficult situations. Digital banking should also allow customers to withdraw money, apply for loan, make payments online. Technology and artificial intelligence should reduce risk, improve efficiency, and give better customer service. Merger of public sector banks will lead to less choice for customers. Public sector banks should not be privatized. That will lead to job loss and the economy of India will collapse. This is the expectation of young bankers for the future of banking and bankers. Thank you.